Good morning, church. It is so good to see you. It is so good to finally be here. I just want you to know that I am now officially done at my last church. Had my last youth service a couple days ago, and it was a great time. It was a sad time. But man, we are so looking forward to all that God has for us at Rockaway Assembly of God. I just want you to know that my wife and I, we've been praying for you through this time. I'm sure it's not easy. I just want to say a special thank you to Pastor Jim and to Pastor Jake for holding down the fort and doing an awesome job. And in the coming days and weeks ahead, my family and I would love to schedule a Zoom chat. If any of you guys want to hang out digitally for like 10, 15 minutes, I'd love to get to know you guys. I'd love to hear some of the needs of the church and expectations, things like that. So if you download Zoom and you want to hang out, send me a text, an email, or something like that, and we'll connect. So I just want to share from Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5 today. Man, this pandemic has me thinking a bit longer and a bit harder about things I probably haven't thought about in quite some time. But Jeremiah 1:5, you probably know the verse, says this: I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Man, what a cool idea that God knows you. I want to ask this, that during this time that you consider, how well do you know God? We know that God created us and that He wants to know us. He wants to have a relationship with us. And I think so often that men, we love to place so much of who we are in what we do. We place who we are in our job, and not all the time, but for a lot of men that's true, and for a lot of women, it's true that you place who you are in your role, like, you know, being a mom. And there's so many great moms at Rockaway. It's cool to see how much you guys love your kids and just see all the happy faces of everyone here. So who are you if you take away all of those things? Who are you with no job? Who are you with no association with another person, place, thing? Who are you really? When I read this verse, it's more clear than ever that God wants to know us, and that who we are should come from how well we know Him. We can make it through anything if we understand that God has created us for relationship with Him, and that He has placed a purpose in all of our life. So I ask you, is your purpose to go to work? Is your purpose to be a parent? Is your purpose to do whatever it is that you love doing? I think those are all good things. But I want you to understand this during this time. Don't busy yourself with binge watching Netflix or spending 10 to 12 hours a day. I heard some people bragging recently about I spent 8 hours a day on my cell phone since this, and someone else said 10, and someone else said 12, and I'm like, 12 hours, man, 12 hours a day on a cell phone, that's crazy. But put away the devices, put away the other stuff that can be so easily occupying our time, and take a few moments to get to know the one who created you. Get to know the one who wants to know you. If you take this time to reorient yourself to the reality that you were known before you were created, that you were literally known and desired before you were created, before you even existed, that should make your desire to know the one that knew you before you were created. So I want to ask you during this time to take some time to continue to pray. I know so many of you have been doing that. Keep up the good work. We can come out of this one of two ways. We can come out of this pandemic, and we will come out of it. We can come out of it sort of physically fat because we didn't do anything, or spiritually fat in a sense that, man, we didn't take this time to spend time in the Word, spend time praying, spend time seeking God, spend time knowing the one who knew us before we existed, before we were created. So I want to encourage you to do that, and you'll come out of this time, you'll come out of this time inside your home knowing God more intimately than you ever have before. So I thank you so much, church. I just hope you'll consider this today. We miss you. We can't wait to get to know you. We love you guys. We're praying for you and can't wait to hear and see you. So God bless you guys. Hope you have an awesome week.